Hey there, mathematicians. It's Miss Johnson. Today we're going to be looking at probability, making predictions with theoretical situations or theoretical events. So remember, theoretical events when we're doing probability is what's supposed to happen. So we're just looking at like for example, in number one, we're looking at the spinner and we're saying, okay, what could happen on that spinner? What's supposed to happen in theory? Okay? So number one says the spinner shown has 20 congruent sections. Remember, congruent means they're the same size, same shape. The spinner has been spun 180 times. What is a reasonable prediction for the number of times the spinner will land on a multiple of 3? Okay, so when it's asking you to make a prediction, little bells, whistles, and excited yells should be going off in your head, and you'd be saying, ooh, I can use a proportion to solve this. I can get this one right. I just have to use a proportion. Okay, so when you see that word prediction, 90% of the time, you can solve it with a proportion. Okay, so let's look at a little bit closer to figure out what we need to set up in our proportion. Okay, so it's asking us a prediction for when it will land on a multiple of 3. Okay, so we look at our spinner and we look for the multiples of 3. So your multiples are just your skip counting when you skip count by 3. Okay, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, and 21's not on there. So let's count them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 multiples of 3. So the proportion that we're going to set up is the multiples of 3 over the total. So we have 6 multiples of 3 out of how many? Some kids want to say it's out of 180 because we're going to spin the spinner 180 times. But it's not 6 out of 180. It's 6 out of the 20 congruent sections. So the 20 goes at the bottom. Now, from that piece of information, we can figure out if we spin it 180 times, how many times should we get a multiple of 3? Okay, I am a strong advocate of simplifying whenever you can. So we can simplify by 2, and that will give us 3/10. Now you solve the proportion the way your teacher told you to solve it. You can either find a constant of proportionality, which this one would be easy because 10 times 18 will give us 180. So our answer will be 3 times 18. Or you can cross multiply to get your answer. Okay, so since that constant of proportionality was so easy, I'm just going to use that one. And so it should be about 54 times that we'll get a multiple of 3. And look at that. That would be C. Okay, so remember when you see that word prediction, little bells, whistles, and happy shouts should go off in your head and you should say, yay, yay, yay. I can use a proportion to solve that. All right, let's look at another example. Basket of beads contains 8 red beads, 6 yellow beads, and 6 green beads. A bead will be drawn from the basket and replaced, okay, so it's going to be independent, and replaced 150 times. What is a reasonable prediction of the number of times green or red bead is drawn? A green or red bead. So we're doing green or red over the total. So we have 8 red and 6 green. So together we would say 8 plus 6 is 14. So we have 14 chances to get the green or red out of, what's the total? Is the total 150? Is it 14 out of 150 or is it 14 out of what we have in the basket? Yeah, it's 14 out of what we have in the basket. So we add the 6 yellow to get 20. So it's 14 out of 20. And then we're going to draw 150 times. So that's the total here. How many times are we going to get red or green? Okay, so I'm pretty sure there's a factor that 20 times something will give me 15, but I don't know what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and simplify. I think 2 is the greatest common factor. Let's check it. That would be 7/10. Yeah. Do you see a constant of proportionality that would be easy? Do you know 10 times something that'll give you 150? Yeah, 10 times 15. So our answer is just going to be x equals 7 times 15. $105. So it should be about 105 times, which is not there because I think I changed the question and then didn't change the answers. That figures, Miss Johnson. All right, so we're just going to cross out these answers, and it's going to be 105 times that we can get red or green. Sorry about that, guys. I had rewritten it because sometimes they ask you about, if two things happen, and I didn't have a question like that, so I rewrote it, but I forgot to change the answer choices. So, sorry about that. And I know my answer is reasonable. Like, I know that none of those answer choices are reasonable there because 14 out of 20 is only 6 away from it being the whole thing, right? So that means my answer is going to need to be a little bit larger. So these answer choices over here are just way too small. So I know my answer is reasonable. Okay? So sorry about those answer choices. All right, number 3. All right, this one, I liked this question because it gave us a lot of information that we had to weed through. Okay, so let's look at it together. So Ren will use the activity tokens to decide what he will do each day in June. So here are the token rules. There's 30 days in June. There are 20 tokens in the hat. There are 4 tokens for movie rentals. Ren pulls 1 token each day, and the tokens are returned to the hat after each draw. Predict. All right, we love seeing that word because we know that probably means we're just going to have to use that's right, proportion. So predict how many times Ren can expect to rent a movie in June. Okay, so rent a movie. What are they talking about? All right, so let's read it again. So Ren uses activity tokens to decide what he's going to do. Okay, so he's going to use these tokens to decide what he's going to do. So he's going to rent. So we need to look at renting a movie. So rent a movie, and we know it's going to be to total. Okay, so what does it tell us about renting a movie? It's a lot of information here, so we've got to weed through it, okay? So we're renting a movie. So what does it tell us about renting a movie? It tells us that he's going to use what? 4 tokens, okay? There's 4 tokens for the movie. So 4 out of something, right? 4 out of the total. So the total what? Total tokens or the total days? Well, it tells us that he's going to pull a token each day. But when we look in the hat, what are our choice for the tokens? How many tokens are there? There's 20 tokens in the hat. So there's 20 different things in the hat that he could pull. So 20 is going to be our 20 is going to be our total for that. Equals how many times will Ren expect to rent a movie in June? So how many days is he going to pull a token? Every day, right? And how many days are in June? 30. All right, let's go ahead and simplify. We can simplify by 4. And that will give us 1/5. And surely you can see the scale factor. 5 times what gives us 30? 5 times 6. Whenever we multiply the bottom by, we got to multiply the top by. So our x is going to be 1 times 6, which is 6. So he should expect to rent a movie about 6 times. Which is about right? Because 4 out of 20 is not really that much. So 6 out of 30 days is not really that much. So it's reasonable. All right, So hopefully you're kind of getting the idea of it. So read number 4 and pause the video and try it by yourself. And then watch my explanation to make sure you got it right. Okay, so they're going to spin 40 times. And we want to know how many times it's going to land on B. So we should have gotten 2 B's out of 8 equals, and we're going to spin 40 times. Now I know I said to simplify every time, but I see a scale factor here, or a constant of proportionality here. 8 times 5 is 40, and that's going to be real easy. So I'm not going to simplify. Just going to multiply by that constant. So 2 times 5 is 10. So it should land on the letter B about 10 times. Okay, number 5. Again, pause the video and try it by yourself. And then unpause the video and see how you did. She's going to roll the number cube 50 times. How many times would you expect for her to land on a number less than 4? Okay, so this is our sample space. Numbers less than 4. There's 3 of them, right? So less than 4 to total. So there's 3 out of 6 choices, and we want 50. I see that relationship's half, so half of 50 I know is 25. But if you don't see that relationship, then let's go ahead and simplify. And that will be 1/2 equals x over 50. Cross multiply, or I know 2 times 50 is 25. We haven't cross multiplied in a while though, so let's cross multiply. So 2x will give me 50 times 1, which is 50, divide by 2, and x is 25. So it should happen about 25 times out of 50 rolls. Okay, so that is finding predictions when we have theoretical probability. And yeah, when you see that word prediction, little bells, whistles, and excited little noises should go off in your head. You should say, "Ooh, it's a prediction. I'm going to use a..." That's right, you're going to use a proportion.